Yep. How you doing? If you clicked on this video, you either have a penchant for mining or you're just curious like I am. But it's midnight, I can't sleep, so might as well. Well met, adventurer. You stand within the Miners Guild, the place where seekers of the realm's mineral wealth gather. With pickaxe and sledgehammer, we miners work rock and earth that they might yield us ores, fossils, precious stones, and more. If you have a mind to join our ranks, you will be pleased to know that we are currently recruiting. Great riches await those with strong backs and keen eyes. Sure. A decision you will not regret. You have just taken your first step towards striking it rich. To look at the lands around Ul'dah, one would be forgiven for thinking the region barren of opportunity, but beneath the surface the scene could not be more different. There lie veins of copper, silver, and gold beyond measure. For as long as he has dealt in Thanalan, man has availed himself of these vast deposits, giving rise to a thriving mining trade, which forms the foundation of our nation's prosperity. Of course, the mining trade as it is today owes much to an event which took place some century and a half ago, namely the Mad Mithril Rush. Never before had the Sultanate seen such an influx of migrants. Endless throngs came from land near and far, spurred on by the dream of discovering the mother lode. Alas, a harsh reality awaited them. You see, the vast majority of these poor souls were miners in name alone, and they posed neither the proper equipment nor the training to realize their dreams. To make matters worse, the mining concerns, who in those days held absolute power, did not scruple to exploit them. Presented with a glut of unskilled labor, they proceeded to fill every tunnel to bursting, and atrocious working conditions soon became the norm. Miners paid a pittance for back-breaking labor and saw not of the riches they unearthed. Pushed to the breaking point, the workers banded together to form the Miners Guild, with the aim of improving conditions while protecting the integrity of the trade. Since then, we have sought to educate folk in correct mining practices, both to prevent accidents and to curb the impact that our trade has upon the environment. I trust you now have a better understanding of what we do. All that's left is to commit your name to our role. When you say you're ready to do so, pray speak with me again. I shall guide you through the enrollment procedure. So, are you ready to join the Miners Guild? Hello, Lynette. Music to my ears. I, the kind made with one's pickaxe, strikes gold. You must introduce yourself to Guildmaster Adalberta right away. Her approval is required if you are to be formally admitted to our ranks. In case you are unaware, Adalberta is perhaps the most accomplished of those miners who still swing a pickaxe. Her understanding of our trade is unsurpassed, and her flair for prospecting uncanny. Her brain, in short, is a veritable gold mine of knowledge, much of it concerning the mining of gold. Haha, jesting apart, you stand to learn a great deal from her. When you are ready, pray present yourself to Alberta. You will find her down the steps yonder, over by the bar. Well met, adventurer. Alberta is my name, and I'm the master of this guild. I take it you wish to become a miner. Well, our doors are open to all who aren't afraid to work hard and get dirty. Thanks to the recent advances in refining techniques, it's now possible to smelt even low-purity ores. I mention this because it's allowed us to reopen a number of mines which were long thought exhausted, prompting trade to flourish. Truth be told, with business as it is at the moment, we can't take on enough new miners, and few folk make better miners than adventurers, you being a hardy lot. What's more, you're well-traveled, which serves to expand the guild's sphere of activity. Oh, but I'm not suggesting you join solely for our benefit. For your part, you'll acquire skills that will prove to your profit a mutually beneficial arrangement. I trust you'll agree. So what say you? Will you join us? Yes? Then I bid you welcome to the Miners Guild. May your toils never go unrewarded. Now then, here's a pickaxe to get you started. It's not the newest, but it should service a novice well enough. Go on and take it up, see how it feels in your hand. Speak to me again when you're ready, and I'll assign you a task to help you get into the swing of things. Nice. Nice. Why do I feel like I just stepped into a whole world of... I'm a miner. Alright. Yeah, I can mine eventually ice and water crystals and stuff like that. Cool. You look good with the pickaxe, yo. Now that you're suitably equipped, your training can commence. A miner learns her craft best in the wilderness with a pickaxe in hand. To begin with, let's see how you fare with good old copper ore. Bring me, say, 10 chunks. There are deposits of this stuff throughout Thanalin. I doubt you'll have to go very far outside the city. Seek out some promising locations outside the gate of the Sultana and the gate of the Nald, and swing away. The motion may feel awkward at first, but in time it'll become second nature. Forgot how damn skimpy the level 1 outfit is. Alright. highest caliber of gameplay. Yeah. Okay. I'm starting to get it. It's 10 chunks of copper where I want. The metal is common enough in Thanalan. You shouldn't have trouble finding suitable deposits just outside the gate of the Sultana and the gate of Nald. Let's see here. 10 chunks, just as I ordered. Well done, yo. Tell me, is being a miner like you imagine? Harder than expected, is it? Heh, all new recruits say as much. It takes a combination of knowledge, experience, and instinct to know where to dig. Yet, it's ultimately backbreaking labor that yields you your prize. Make no mistake, yo, mining is grueling work, and you'll be dog-tired most of your waking hours. But tell me, did you not feel invigorated each time your pickaxe struck home? Did you not experience a thrill of triumph when the earth finally yielded up your prize? That is what we miners live for. You may be ripe to collapse, your face caked in weak old dirt, but the promise of discovery drives you on, and the instant you find that which you have long sought, in that sparkling instant, you feel like a god among men. You've made a fine start, and I would see that you maintain your efforts. Practice swinging your pickaxe till your arms have learned the motion, then return here. I'll have another little task for you. Shirt. To cover up myself. Hello there, yo. Tis good to see you again. Judging by the blisters on your hand, it's plain that you've been hard at work with your pickaxe. Good. You ready for the next stage of your training? Erosia is a fast field realm filled with diverse environments, and here and her mineral wealth varies from region to region. Even within Thanalan, there is a marked difference between east and west. If you want to become a successful miner, it's essential to let you know where to look for what. And for that, you have to become intimate with Eorzea. How else can you expect her to reveal her innermost secrets to you? Getting to know her every square mile is no small undertaking, of course, but the yalms soon add up, as I'm sure you'll find with my next task. I'd like you to seek out 10 bone chips for me. Just so you don't go about it completely blind, here's a hint. You'll find these just beyond the gate of Nald. Off you go now, and happy digging. Where do I get bone chips? I don't like how they're not actually on the map. I feel like I already looked at this. I see people mining randomly. Just outside the steps of Nald, so there we fuck, none of it's what I need. Where is it? Ah, spot I haven't tried yet. There's something strangely enjoyable about this. It's so simple. see. When did I get that? Anyway. Yeah. Remember, that's 10 bone chips I want you to bring. Good luck. Ah, yes, precisely 10 bone chips. You've done well, yo. No doubt you had trouble tracking these down at first, but each chip you found added to your understanding. For your efforts, you've come to know where best to search for bone chips, and so it goes for everything else we mine. Now, in addition to learning where to find materials, you should also make a point of knowing who needs them. For instance, armorers and blacksmiths are our best customers when it comes to ores, while goldsmiths would struggle to ply their trade if we didn't supply them with gold and gemstones. Oh, and I mustn't forget about the alchemists. Those fellows can never have too much rock salt and cinnabar, and we often rub shoulders with them. In short, know whence it comes, and whether it goes, to be sure. You still have much and more to learn, and there's no substitute for hard work. Oh, don't look so glum. Just be thankful you don't have to bleeding memorize all that information. You have a gathering log for such stuff. Make good use of it, and you can't go wrong. That's all for now. Keep up your efforts, and visit me again when you've spent more time in the wilds, with pickaxe in hand. I'll have another task for you when you've perfected your swing. Got pants. Motherfucker. Hey. Thought I had a straw hat. Oh, I need to clear my inventory. Like bad. Ah! Ah. They need to give me more inventory space, bro. There's too many jobs for this. Alright. I'll be right back. Actually, let me finish. Nah. I'm halfway through the video, actually. Hold on. Okay, let's finish this video. I need that for everything to do with Miner. Ah, there she is, the rising star of the Miners Guild. Oh, don't be like that. I'm only teasing, which is not to say that it isn't true. The fact is, you've been working tirelessly, and you've improved more quickly than I could have hoped. Indeed, I think you're ready to handle a task in the name of the Guild. As you probably know, we receive orders from various parties, but most come from Amagina and some of mineral concern. The concern actually owns this hall, but they've kindly given us the loan of it. In return, they get first pick of guild talent to work their mines. On occasion, they send requests for us to procure less widely used minerals, commodities required in quantities too small to warrant anything beyond an ad hoc arrangement. One such request happens to have arrived just now. I want to take care of it, yo. This time the concern needs 10 pieces of obsidian, and I'd like you to procure them. You'll have the best luck searching around the hammers in western Bannerlin. Western Bannerlin. The what? Hammers. Cool that. Alright. Yeah. I can fly. Yay for sneak. Let's see, obsidian. Remember, it's 10 pieces of obsidian we need. You'll have the best of luck searching around the hammers in Western Phanolin. Already read that. Oh, this is some fine obsidian. The concern will be well pleased. In case you're wondering, the spoils of your labor are bound for the Colosseum. I'm told there's to be an expedition featuring ancient arms. One of these is the Manchutul, a wooden sword with shards of obsidian embedded in its edge. Before a man learned to work metal, he used various kinds of stone to craft blades for his weapons. Obsidian was among the most coveted, thanks to the razor-sharp edge it could achieve. These days, of course, blades are commonly forged of steel, and obsidian has fallen out of favor, but there's still folk out there willing to pay good coin for it nevertheless. As an ambitious young miner, you do well to pay attention to such customers. Make the effort to stay abreast of demand, and your efforts will be more richly rewarded. You continue to impress with your progress, yo. It's past time you learn how to use a sledgehammer. It's a secondary tool we use in conjunction with the pickaxe. Thus equipped, you'll be able to break outcrops of bedrock and get the precious minerals within. Well, what are you waiting for? Go and find some rocky outcrop and give that sledgehammer of yours a swing. Yeah. Let's go with the without it on look. Okay, that was only 10 minutes, so I'll be back with more mining after this second. Okay, let's finish the video. Yo, I've been searching high and low for you. You have a visitor, and no ordinary one at that. I speak of Deep Canyon, vice foreman of Amagenta and Sons Mineral Concern. It seems word of your sizable haul of obsidian has reached his ears, and now he wishes to meet with you. I can only speculate as to his intentions. I'm afraid we haven't spoken much of late. Truth be told, I've scarcely seen him. You'd never know it, but we used to be close. Anyway, I suggest you go and see the man, find out what he wants of you. He's waiting by the entrance. You must be Yo, son. I've been waiting for you. I'm Deep Canyon, vice foreman of the concern. I must say, you're not what I was expecting. I was sure Adalberta's newest protege would be an Alamegan, like every other miner this place produces these days. But I'll wager you're from even farther afield, and that you're an adventurer. No offense, but in these parts, adventurers are known for being fickle buggers who break pledges like the rest of us break bread. Truth be told, I've always wondered whether you lot were actually good for old but it seems you're not like the others. It takes more than a jobbing miner to deliver an order from the concern. I've a mind to assign you work, real work, but before I do, I'm obliged to test you. I want you to procure 10 ounces of cinnabar for me. Do this and we'll talk more about lucrative undertakings. Of course, a bit of cinnabar shouldn't pose too much trouble for the guild's rising star. 'Tis but a formality. Speaking of formalities, be sure to tell the guildmaster about your little test. She's the one in charge around here, after all. I won't have it said that I'm undermining her authority. Tests from Deep Canyon, you say? I thought as much. In case you don't know, cinnabar is the mineral used to make quicksilver. It's found in certain types of rock and you invariably need a sledgehammer to get at it. Now, I don't mean to dampen your spirits, but contrary to what you were told, cinnabar isn't easy to find. In fact, it's known to elude even experienced miners, and here you are, tasked with procuring 10 ounces of the stuff. Safe to say, this test is no mere formality. I may not be able to help you dig, but I can point you in the right direction. Search just outside the Sunrise Gate. The rocky outcrops thereabouts are known to yield cinnabar. 10 ounces may sound like nothing, but take it from me. You'll have work for everyone. This is a big task, Yale, but I believe you're equal to it. Was it? Ah, fuck, which one was it? sweet. I was just thinking about mining water crystals. Oh, I did pick the right place. I just picked the wrong end of it. I want 10 ounces of cinnabar and not one less. Oh, and make it quick. I've got other commissions with that one scene too. Well, the full amount. Congratulations, yo. You've passed the test. Seems you've got even more potential than I'd been led to believe. This guild's no place for a lass of your talent. I'd make you my personal assistant, but sadly for you, the position's not open to adventurers. Why? Because the concern only employs those whose roots are firmly planted in Ul'dah. Our nation owes much of its prosperity to the minimum mining trade, but more and more we see outriders growing fat off the knowledge of our forebears. Oh, I know full well that there's decent foreigners out there who give us much as they get. Yourself for one. But ultimately, what brings to Ul'dah should stay in Ul'dah hands. Of course, the current guildmaster doesn't share our way of thinking, which is something I dare say we need to see about correcting before long. Might be as business is good, but 'tis better to be short-handed than to watch outsiders make off with our own wealth. But we're talking about you, yo. You've proven yourself capable, and the concern I'll have more work for you in the coming days. Depend on it. Before I go, here's some free advice from me. Pay more attention to your gear. What you wear and wield affects how you work while you work. Even a decent pair of gloves can make a world's of difference. Take my word for it. These things cost money, 'tis true, but what's the price of a pair of gloves compared to the untold wealth that lies out there waiting to be dug up? Bug all, that's what. And on that note, I'll be off. I doubt we'll meet again soon. Assuming you stick with the trade long enough, that is. I don't doubt we'll meet again soon. Man, do I look silly. Alright. How much time is that? 12 minutes plus 10 minutes plus 30 minutes. That's 52 minutes. Yeah, we'll call it here. Or maybe I should do one more. What time is it? 4:17 a.m. Yeah, we'll do one more. Yeah, next will definitely be hands. Ah, yo, I hear you passed Vice Foreman's test. Well done. I never doubted that you'd manage it, but I'm proud of you all the same. Tell me, did Deep Canyon have any words of advice for you by any chance? I see. In case you're wondering, the Vice Foreman used to be a miner himself. But more than that, he used to be my mentor. My father was a miner too, but he died in a cave when I was but a child. The guild's been as a home to me since, and its members my family. I grew up here, watching girls sing and dance on that very stage. I even joined them for a while. It seemed the best way to please my adopted family. I didn't want to become a miner back then, you see. After what happened to my father, I could scarcely face the thought of spending a moment underground, never mind a lifetime. Not that the stage suited me much better, which left what exactly? Having been surrounded by miners for as long as I can remember, I began to wonder if I truly belonged among them. I even considered leaving. It was then that one of the guild's brightest and best took me in and by the hand and showed me the joys of mining. I speak, of course, of Deep Canyon. He taught me everything he knew, which was a great deal, and the more I learned of mining, the closer I felt to my father. I owe a lot to Deep Canyon, despite how things turned out. But I'm rambling. I only meant to tell you that the man knows what he's talking about, when it comes to mining at least. Now it's high time I taught you something. You are here to learn after all. It concerns the Vice Foreman's advice to you. He speaks true. A miner who neglects his gear can't hope to work to his full potential. In the past, if you wanted to improve your gear, you had little choice but to replace it, but these days we have materia. By your confused expression, I take it you're not familiar with the stuff. Well then, I reckon a lesson is order. Simply put, materia is a kind of crystal that enhances the properties of equipment it's attached to. The attachment process is fairly simple, but that wasn't always the case. Time was you needed substances called catalysts, and digging this stuff up once formed a healthy part of a miner's days of work. Now, even though no one needs catalysts anymore, there's still educational merit in the gathering. To that end, I want you to try your hand at mining a variety of it, namely grade 1 carbonate matter. 15 fragments ought to do it. You'll have the best luck searching around the Neville checkpoint over in Middle Lanoska. Oh, and you'll most definitely need your sledgehammer. Middle Lanoska. Please don't hurt me. God damn it. Wasted my MP for nothing. Super sneaky. Yeah. Just 4 more. I doing? Right. Alright, just one more. Yeah, once I turn in this quest, that'll be the end of the video. End up going like 10 minutes over, but that's fine. How goes your search for carbonized matter? Don't forget it's 15 fragments I want. Aye, precisely 15 fragments of grade 1 carbonized matter. Well done, yo. Now, I expect you're keen to learn about materia. Well, first thing I should tell you is that it's not been around for long. In Eorzea, at least. Knowledge of its use only came to our shore a few years back. The process of enhancing equipment goes something like this. First, you take your well-worn gear and extract materia from it. Don't ask me how. You then take that materia and attach it to the item you want to enhance. It's this procedure known as melding that once required catalysts like the kind you brought me. I should mention at this point that the actual task of melding is something that only skilled disciples of hand should attempt. That's weavers, goldsmiths, and so on. These people used to depend on us disciples of land to supply them with catalysts. Then catalyst-free melding was discovered and we lost not a small source of work. But that's just progress for you, and I try to be happy for it. Now there's various kinds of materia, each offering unique benefits. And as I'm sure you've guessed, some of them can be exceedingly useful to miners. It's these which I recommend you seek out. Once you've found a materia you like, you just need to ask a friendly disciple of hand to do the melding for you. I'm sure there's one among your acquaintances. I look goofy as hell. And that's the end of the video. Alright, thank you for watching. I appreciate you, especially if you made it all the way to the end. And I'll see you in the next thing, whatever that'll be. Peace.